Hello and welcome back to B17 the Mighty Eighth with Mallas Theory and Big Shaft. And so let's quickly take a look at our last mission. Our last mission consisted of, it was on the 19th of January 1944 at the Hiddeheim engine factory. Distance flown was 1,373 miles. I don't know if that is correct. I don't know which bomber it was actually set on, but bombers lost missing 1, enemy fighters shot down 7. Bomb damage estimate was moderate, so lots of fatal wounds to other crews. And Wells, the radio operator for Big Shaft, I believe it is, had a medium wound, and the left gunner of Kenneth Gas Fulton had a light wound, so they'll be back to the crews soon. And we also have Conifer in hospital still, and I believe Lemon, although he was injured pretty severely, he is fine and will be joining the crews again for this mission. So let's quickly take a look at the bomber information file. So Mallas Theory has 7 missions flown with 12 enemy aircraft kills and their mechanical status B. That should change to A once we go at the start of this mission. And Big Shaft has 7 missions flown and 10 enemy aircraft kills. Because Mallas Theory fell out of formation last time, it is still their turn for their bombardier to put the bombs on target. So they will be going first. Again, Big Shaft will go deputy, and it is, I would say, the middle half that is going this time. And they'll be coming with us. So let's take a look at our target intelligence file. And so the Robert Bosch AG plant, which I believe is now a kind of a, well, they do like hobs and stuff now. Priority high, so not quite very high. Frankfurt Industrial Center medium. Hindheim engine factory is the one we went for last time. That is moderate. Mainz Ordnance Depot medium, high, very high. Brunswick Bomb Factory again. We might have to go back for their Eurotank Ore Refinery and Storage. Bremen Focke-Wulf Factory. I can't remember if we went for that target, so we see if we went for Bremen. If not, we'll go for Bremen Focke-Wulf Factory as for their 8th mission, because that is quite an important target after the amount of 190s that came for us the last time. Brunswick, Onsbruck, Hamburg. Don't think we've been for Bremen yet. Tours, St. Nazaire, Cherbourg. So yeah, we've definitely made it a little bit harder. So let's go for Bremen. Bremen is a historically kind of more known one because of the movie Memphis Belle. So let's give that a shot. I think Bremen is coming up from the North Sea as well, so it makes it a little bit easier to attack. Is it this one here? It is indeed. Bremen Focke-Wulf Factory. So we've gone for a lot of targets on the southern side, so we're now going to approach a target from on the northern side. And let's see what our secondary will be. There's the port or the oil refinery. Let's go for the oil refinery as our secondary. And we won't put a tertiary down because there's not any further than in this pocket here. So if we do go for a target of opportunity, it'll be something like this Wilmshaven port. So this should be a pretty easy mission if we come in and come out the same way that we have been. I'm also going to quickly just put down the recon stuff now, because I know we normally do it later, but I think if we just do it now, it'll be easier. So let's see what we have around the place. Let's see if there's any targets closer to the back that might be of use. And there's also stuff in the middle here that needs to be taken out. There's an oil production facility here. Let's take a look at that. Rail bridge, marshalling yard, industrial complex. There's a steel works here. That could be quite good to take out. And let's go for something slightly further back. There is an aero engine factory there. So by the end of our tour, we want to be kind of heading towards Berlin and Regensburg. You know, kind of targets that are very far away, a little bit more difficult when the crews have the experience. There's also a ball bearing plant down there. Maybe we should go for that next time, but this time we're going to go for the Bremen Focke-Wulf Factory. So I'm going to quickly sort out this plan, and I will see you once I have done that. So I'll see you then. Hello and welcome back. So that's taken me a bit longer than I wanted, but we are heading up the North Sea over the Netherlands, I believe that is, or something like that. I don't know. When the lines aren't drawn on the map, it's hard for me to remember. Anyway, we're coming in over enemy occupied Europe, and we head kind of southwest. That is no southeast. I don't know which way we're going, and is in the aim to miss this flak zone as much as possible. So we go in, hit the target at the eastern angle, which is what we'll see on the recon film, and head out north over the North Sea back. So we're in enemy territory less time than we were previously, but that means the enemy will have to hit us harder and faster than they have before. And we are in a heavy flak zone for a very long time. Bremen is very much known for its flak. So let's see how we do. Also, the cruising altitude for today is 23,000 feet. I noticed in the last video that when a plane was being hit, it was falling back rather rapidly. I think 27,000 is a bit high. 23,000 is a little bit easier for damaged engines to keep up with. So hopefully we'll be able to keep most of the formation with us. Again, 500 pounds and 100 pound incendiary bombs is what we'll be going for. Let's go to the briefing room, and I'm going to give it a quick save as I usually do, because if anything goes wrong I can come back to this point. Let's read the mission briefing. So it is the 22nd of the 1st 1944. I think this is either the day or 2 days away from one of the guys coming back, so we'll see if one of them does actually make it back to the aircraft. Primary target is the Bremen factory. We have to travel 1,094 miles, and the fighter escort is 2 squadrons of P-47s. Haven't seen any P-38s in a while, which is unusual. So let's read the target intelligence of the Bremen factory. Germany's aero industry is vitally important to the war effort, and whereas not all of the factories in it are directly concerned with the construction of fighter-specific parts, Bremen is one factory that is. Disrupting its production will adversely affect production of Focke-Wulf fighters, which will decrease the readiness of Luftwaffe fighter units across the board, which will help us. And all refineries does what it says on the tin, and we don't have a tertiary target. We sign there, and then we look at the reconnaissance film. So a target that we're not going to miss at all, really. If we aim here, we can aim to get some of this as well and take out this diagonally. And it is Rick on the bombs, bombing for the group today. So hopefully he can actually get the bombs on target. But that is quite a big one. We might have to go around for it twice if we don't quite get it. But let's continue on to start mission. So the time is 7:30 in the morning. Nice, very cloudy day. So let's get them started. And let's take a look at the crews as we always do. So the group bombardier for today is Bob Bobson. I think for Bose's 15th mission, I think it was. Was it 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 14th mission I believe it is now. No, 15th, yeah, definitely 15. My math is correct. He is the group navigator for today. Very lucky guy to make it 15 missions. John D.Y. Spine is the pilot. The co-pilot is Barry What's This Button Buttocks. From the bomb bay we can see the engineer and top turret gunner of Jack Nazgul K. From the radio room we can see it's John Beetle Lemon. He's back with the crew. It's only taken 3 days and he is back with everyone. And in the bull turret we have Frosif Ice Cold Jones. Right waist is Barnabas Cockeye Chazza. Left waist is Bill Big Daddy Crabtree. And in the rear of the plane is Alonza Nadika, a guy who's got many medals for the crew and actually has done better than most. This is not the plane I asked for. Hello and welcome back. You may be wondering why it's cut to the plane being not started again, but I had to quickly restart to check my footage, make sure I had checked Big Shaft. I had. It has just had so much mechanical damage that the crew, the ground crew, has not given it the clearance to fly. And being that I have restarted it, it's actually given me a second plane. So instead of it being a one marking on the side, a bomber that's done one mission, it has now done no missions. And I think the plane that was our deputy is now going to be our high wing man, and he has 1 mark. So we do have a rookie crew as our secondary. I've also tried to do this mission once before prior to me speaking now, but I had a problem with my mission and it was pretty much unusable. So we're going to give it another go. But we have the same starting status. We still have Big Shaft that is not able to start because of ground clearance issues. So we are back. So nothing's changed. Everything's all good. So we are back at square one, but we just have to wait for the engines to start, and I will see you at the end of the runway. You join me again as we just get to the end. They've just done their checks, and they should be gunning the engines any moment now, with the pilot of Spine and the co-pilot of Buttocks. I can't get over that name. And here we are. Quick kick over the rudder there. Get it in line, and you can see they're pulling on the rear, pulling back on their yoke a little bit, just to bring the aircraft off the ground. And there they go. The wheels should be up, flaps should be up any second now, and on we head to the target of Bremen. The skies are very cloudy. Right, I'll see you once something happens over occupied Europe. Hello and welcome back. The whole formation is splitting up as we have 109s coming in on us. That's the first one of many. Oh god. Our high wingman has been hit pretty hard. We've just been hit as well. Someone in the back has been hit. We got a hit. Nadika is down. Please check if there's a fire. There is a fire. Quickly put out the fire first. Come on, Chazza, you can do it. Pick up the fire. Oh, it's Crabtree. Then Chazza will try and revive. Yeah, we know. Fire is out. It sounds like Nadika is in deep trouble. It's kind of choking on his own blood. So let's get Chazza to have a look. Here we go. The plane above us has had a fuel leak. Let's see if they can keep up now. We brought the altitude down to 23,000. So 5,000 less than we were last mission. Should help them. Oh, I was trying to press the rear turret. I just realised that we can't do that, as fighters come through our formation at quite a rate. So where did they hit the tail gunner? Lots of stuff on the side here. That is a P-47. I think he's just gone past us already. Right, help Nadika, come on. There is, I believe that's Lemon waiting to get onto the tail gun. As harsh as it is, he may want some kills and stuff, but the aircraft needs protecting. He needs to get onto that machine gun as soon as possible if he cannot be saved. Which I think we've already been recognised, but he might be a lost cause. In which case we might have to get another, the third tail gunner of this bomber. It doesn't help that we can't see much, that the tail gunner is down. Lots of 109s coming from angles we can't get them from. Here's another one. Oh, that's a P-47, I believe. They're being very ferocious. I said in the briefing that if we haven't got much time over enemy territory, they're going to have to throw everything at us, and I wish I hadn't said that, because they are throwing everything at us. Especially on that first pass. Wow. They keep clicking to go to the rear of the aircraft. How are we doing back here? Chaz is still trying his best to bring him round. Depending on the wound, I think the max bleed out time is 4 hours. I've set it to. It was 2 hours, but they died too quickly. So we're going to keep Chazza on him for a little while longer. Okay, Nadika is properly down. We're going to have to make sure that someone is on him every 15 minutes or so to try and keep him alive. If not, we'll have to chuck him out of the aircraft, which is a viable thing that we can do, as we see a 109 crash into one of the bombers. I don't know how many of you have been around before, but I have turned the air-to-air collisions off because the AI are dumb and will end up with no formation if they just crash into everything. So we'll have to quickly make sure that... So, rear gunner is going to be replaced. It's such a shame as well because Nadika has had, I think it's the service star, and he's had a Legion of Merit. I think he's had most of this bomber's kills, if not, yeah, pretty much most of the kills. He doesn't have all of them. But he will be a huge loss if we cannot get him to stay with the crew. We might actually... Oh, that's not a nice sound. We're going to get someone who's a little better medically trained. Oh, God. And that is the Bombardier. We'll see how he does. Quickly check where we are on the map. We're not even that far into the target. We're a little far away from the decision point. And I wonder why the enemy is coming up thick and fast. We are very close to one of their airfields. P-47's doing some fantastic work to try and get the 109s off our tail. I don't know where they're coming from. Is this a whole new group? Feels like it. They're coming in thick and fast. Fighters everywhere. It's hard to distinguish what's a 109 and what's a 47. Again, having a Big Shaft with us this mission. Oh wait, you got him up. Did you get him up? No, we didn't get him up. He's just arrived. So Bob Bomber Bobson will do his best to try and get him up. Slap him around the face. Okay, right, yeah. Not much can be done for him. But we'll keep him with the crew. Just for a bit longer. Check on him every so often. So what time is it now? It is... I have to go outside of the bomber. It is 10:39, so let's say at 10:55 we'll do another check. And by then we should be over the target. So we'll have to get one of the waste gunners to do it. So here's like 10 minutes to wait till someone else comes out. Where is the Bombardier gone? There he is. 9 level. It's over here somewhere, right? Is that the one you're talking about? The one you're talking about? There he is. He's going to be too low. He's going to be too low. Switch. There we go. Wow. God, he sounds like he's throwing up. Someone take his intercom off him. Wow! Christ, already missed him and start firing at P-47. Even though we have a man down, we cannot let the mission fail because of one guy. We have to push on. We'll have to quickly put Kenneth back on the radio operator position when we do get to the decision point so we can see what targets we need to hit. We should probably actually set a target of opportunity as well, being there is so much cloud cover. I think we'll go for the port here. There we go! Get absolutely roasted. There's a bit of vengeance for Nadika. The best vengeance will be able to get all the bombs on target. Let's quickly set our target altitude for the target of opportunity to 23,000 feet. That is if shit really hits the fan. And we'll have to go for the port instead. If we cannot stomach going across 2 flak zones, then we'll just have to drop our bombs, call it a day and go home. That tracer got really close to the front of the aircraft. It's amazing how close to death you come every about 5 seconds when a German fighter gets near. Somehow they just miss you. Not nice to see Nanaika down like that. We do not get a hit this time. Someone's going to have to come and help Nanaika again. I think we're going to have to throw him out the aircraft. There's not much we can do for him. We still have to hit the target and we still have to come back. I think it's better that he's lived than to have him die on the aircraft. That's a high plane is still leaking fuel. How much fuel are they carrying? We should be losing that engine soon. Right, I think we're going to have to push Nanaika out of the plane. We still have so far to go. What time is it now? It is 10:42. We started at 7:30. So we've been in the air for 3 hours. I don't think he's going to survive. What's that? Another 20 minutes to the target. And then another 3 hours back. He's going to end up being KIA. So... There's also another group of enemy fighters coming. Right. I've made an executive decision. I'm sorry, Nanaika. You're going to end up dying. So we're going to have to put a parachute on you and throw you out. You've been a great service to us with your service medal and Legion of Merit, but we cannot have you die. So you're going to have to be a prisoner of war. Goodbye, my friend. There we go. Parachutes deployed. And he should survive the war now. Not the most gracious thing I've ever had to do, but he is now in the hands of German surgeons. And we'll have to get a replacement. I think the reason we've had to throw Nanaika out compared to Lemon is Lemon was very much on his way home and he wasn't choking on his blood as much as Nanaika was. Nanaika was really going quickly. As the amount of fighters coming for the formation has lowered significantly. We are nearly at the decision point. So we will get a rear gunner, also a radio man, go back to his original station so we can get some reports on the weather. Always thought that animation was weird. Christ. There he is, 247s and the lead plane I assume is a 109. Oh, he's coming straight for us. We've got some hits. Right, let's hope Is it Lemon? Stays there for a bit longer because we need to get the target information. It is very cloudy. I wouldn't be surprised if we had to move to the secondary or the target of opportunity, as there's another fighter coming in now. Don't have a rear gunner at the moment. Right, here we go. We're at the waypoint now. Come on. Is that another group of them? I think that might be another group of them. Right, let's have a look at the weather. 7/10 is not the best. Right, secondary. Okay. We're going to have to go with the secondary target. Let's check that the target altitude for the secondary is correct. Yeah, 23,000 feet, that is absolutely fine. So we are now going for the Bremen oil refinery. Still a pretty juicy target. We're going to have to come back for the Bremen Focke-Wulf factory at some other point. probably won't be able to see it with 7/10 cover. And let's get, I think he's already done it. And I think Lemon is heading back, and he has. As we actually see the shells come out of the gun there. As, yeah, 23,000 feet is really good for us, because now they're able to keep up. I'm actually going to switch to that bomber quickly, so I can give them a helping hand in feathering that engine. There they are. Should be easier for them to continue flying. So 23,000 feet seems like a really good altitude to go at. You don't really want to go any lower. 20,000, 17,000 feet is where the Germans really excel, especially around 17,000 feet and lower. So the higher you are, the better you're off, but the higher you are, the less of the planes can keep up. And we actually have, I think, a lot further to go in the flak zone. Actually, I don't think it's any more than we would be if we were going for the primary target. So we will continue on this path. We're nearly in the flak any second now. Already one man down. Would be really nice to have Big Shaft as another set of really experienced gunners to help us out. Hopefully we will get reports that Ndika is a POW and not fatally wounded, because he was hit pretty hard. Aha, here's one. Got a hit. Saw a bit fly off his aircraft. I may have hit a friendly bomber up there as well, but whoops. Here we go. Come on. This is Beetle's time to shine. Lemon Pizza, our radio operator. Time for him to put the work in. And some other of our crew are spooked. We must have got hit with gunfire. I think there is slightly more bullet holes in the waist of the plane, and there's a whole another group of fighters coming from the 12 o'clock. We have our work cut out for us here, with 9 men left of a 10-man crew. 10-man crew? 10 men? What is English correct? I don't know. And we're still quite not there yet. We're about to actually head into the flak zone. Don't think we got any hits there. It's extremely hard to hit anything with a goddamn 50 cal in the waist. Seems like they fly through the bullets. Waiting for this fighter. It's not the best. And got to keep our eye on the fighters coming from the front. They're getting pretty close now. They're going to break off any second, I reckon. And I hope they are 109s and not 190s, because that would be not great. Here they go. Here they go. We have to really make sure we're on the ball here. Luckily the bombardiers aren't on the bomb run, so all the guns should be running. I don't like it when they come from 12. Makes me a bit anxious. Here we go. And we missed. We'll move in as a 4. And I haven't seen any P-47s in a while. I think they most have gone home. So we are on our own over Bremen. And now the flak has just started. Just for a little bit, as I think another fighter is going to come in soon. It is a limitation, or a... What's happening here? There's no flak, but I can hear flak sounds. Here we go. Oh, he's gone off, ran out of ammunition. What speed he is carrying there. Absolutely magnificent. I'm going to go out and come back in again, because that's really annoying. Ooh! Yeah, the flak stops when there is enemies close by, because the game doesn't want to shoot its own planes. But in real life, of course, they would just shoot. If the German fighters were in the way, then they would get shot down as well. No way of telling friend from foe when you are on the ground and the fight is happening 23,000 feet above you. There's a lot more fighters, but we're going to have to switch to the bombardier in a second. Oh, I thought he'd be coming, so I preemptively fired. We're about to turn on to the bomb run. Here we go. So Bob Bobson has found the target. Our bombardier still shooting the front guns there. There we go. Bomb doors are open indeed. I think we actually had on one of the passes, I think the third pass ago, we had our stabilizer shot up. No one is spooked though, so that's okay. I wonder how Nadika is getting on as we head towards our target. Let's get a quick look at what Rick is seeing. We seem to be going a bit to the left, so we're going to adjust that for him. Oh, he's actually now adjusted it far to the right. Again, we're not on the guns now. We have to let the experience of the crew take out the enemy fighters. Let's hope that they do their best. Really need them to. I cannot actually see the target. We're going to have to get a bit closer and see what happens. If not, we'll have to select the target of opportunity. We'll have to get lemon pizza off of the rear gun as we experience more flak. Stops quickly. Cannot actually see. If it gets to the red, we'll be turning around. Alright, come on. Coming in from the front a lot. Oh, the front has been shot up. That wasn't like that before. Another one coming in. Absolutely fantastic sight. Really get immersed in this game, no matter how old it is. Right, clouds should be breaking any moment now, and then I can see the target. Come on. Where are you? Does the cloud stay open? No, it's going to get worse. I believe that is lit on the left side over there. That there? Is it that? Is it that? I think it is. These funnels here. We actually need to go a little bit to the left. Oh, our plane is being shot at. Right, come on. I actually have to turn a tiny bit to the right. There we go. As long as we stay on this trajectory, we should hit the target and do a lot of damage. Right, come on. Just us a bit to the left because we seem to be going a tiny bit right. But that's okay. Keep looking forward. Any enemy fighters? No, can't see any eyes on any flak either. So we are nearly there. Come on. A little bit to the left again. Corks are nearly lined up. I think I'm the only person that has ever called them corks, but I'm going to continue. And red light, bombs away. See the tracer through the bomb bay as well. Seems like another group of fighters have come to attack. So there we go, the bombardier can go back to doing fighting. We will take a look at the target. You see the bombs drop away there. Let's do it from this camera. So here's the target. We were aiming for this. Bomb should be hitting any second now. Spread a little bit further. There we go. Oh, and we hit one of the funnels as well. Brilliant work. Nice work by the crew there. Absolutely fantastic damage. That should count as a pretty heavy hit. And I would call that a mission success as long as we can get our bomber back. Oh, I just hit the friendly bomber. A little bit further to go now. Oh, he's going to be too low for us. Yeah, thought so. How does he call it out if he can't see it? Boggles the mind, really. Wow. And that's why I don't have air-to-air collision on. The fighter to come from the left hand side here. I know he's going to attempt to make a pass. Not sure if there's any others around. Yep. Where's the fighter on this side? Lost him. Where's he gone? Getting anxious now. Shooting at one of our planes that are out of formation. Very smart of that German fighter to do. Cool, that tracer was very close on us. See how much further we have to go. We're almost out of the flak zone. Not to say there has been much flak at all. I think they haven't fired because of the amount of German opposition, like in the air. And then not too much further to go until we are out of German fighter range. We can just get out of here. Quickly check on the amount of fuel that we have. Engine number 3 is about to go out. But engine number 1, 2, 3 and 4 are absolutely fine. So we'll keep an eye on that and feather the engine when it comes to it. He has run out of ammunition. Tell because he didn't really fire and pulled off rather rapidly. There's the flak. Only a little bit. Assume there's either a fighter coming or we are genuinely out of the flak zone. Nearly. There must be a fighter near. They've kind of got in there, they've trodden on their own feet and they haven't allowed the fighters to be... God. There we go. Not to say that I want them to throw a flak at me. Oh, one of our wingmen is going down. That's our deputy. Or is the deputy already down? Yeah, deputy is already down. I didn't see him go down. Looks like the majority in this plane are dead. It's just going down. That's not on our plane. Don't worry, it's on their plane. We are not to touch. Almost out of the flak zone, so this will stop soon. Luckily no major damage has been done. Most of the damage, I think of all the damage so far on the plane is due to fighter attacks. There we are. I think we're out. What a fantastic mission so far. Heavy damage, only one loss. Oh god. Please. Oh, that was close. Someone got injured. Barry Waters' buttocks has just been hit. Right, is there a fire? There is no fire, so let's get the bombardier to have a look. Sounds like he's not making noises, so that means it's a worse injury than if he was making noises. Oh god. As we're almost out of the flak as well, my character that I put on one of these planes. Oh, he did just speak, so maybe he is revivable somewhat. We'll have to keep an eye on him on the way back. But anyway, we will continue on back home over the North Sea, and we will monitor his progress. So I'll see you then. Hello and welcome back. So you missed some things, which was we had to feather engine number 3. We knew that was going to happen once it ran out of fuel. That happened over the North Sea, and the co-pilot went down a couple more times. I am just about to actually swap the engineer for the co-pilot, so if he does go down again, he is more accessible for the bombardier, and Jack Nazgul K as an engineer will know the operations of the co-pilot seat. In general, he'll know what every gauge means, so he can help the pilot land the plane. So we're going to orbit, wait for the landing clearance, and I'll see you as we come in. So I'll see you then. Hello and welcome back. We're actually just coming in for the landing approach. Nazgul is doing a pretty good job of helping him land this plane. I'm going to press the landing gear down because I'm not sure if both the landing gear will come down. Luckily it is. So they are doing everything correctly to get in position. Of course, it's a little bit harder to land with only 3 engines functioning, but they are doing the best that they can. We actually took far more damage than I thought we might take. I think a lot of that is down to the flak, you know, really getting its eye in towards the end there. We're going a little bit off piste, off to the right hand side here. Every time they throttle up, they push themselves over. I think they realise that. They're now starting to throttle down. Of course, the more that these pilots do, the better they are off in the future. So we are currently sat in the position of Nazgul as we come in for the sketchiest landing I think I've ever seen. Come on, you can do it, guys. Another plane's damaged, but... And down we are. Some oil has been spilt on the flaps, and I think we have a broken wheel on the right side that's going to make taxiing pretty difficult. So in that case, we're going to leave them to their taxiing, and I will see you guys in the briefing room. Hello and welcome back. We are going to read the mission debriefing. So, we attacked the Bremen oil refinery, which was our secondary target. It says our mission flown distance flown is 0 miles, which is not good. We lost 3 bombers, but we did shoot down 8 fighters. Bomb damage estimate is totally destroyed, so it's good that Nadika is, yeah, I'm glad that worked well. That isn't our Gruzy, is it? Confirmed enemy kills, confirmed friendly losses 8, yeah, we already know that. Crews suffered injuries. Barry, what's this, buttocks, has suffered a medium wound, so that's not too great. And Nadika suffered a fatal wound, so even though we did shove him out the plane, he did die in the end. And that is our splash zone on the target. Absolutely fantastic work by the bombardier of Bobson. So, Second Lieutenant Button Buttocks got a purple heart. Nadika got a purple heart, but posthumously. And so did a load of other people. The missing crews is Anxious Angel, crashed in enemy territory. Bomb Boogie crashed in friendly territory. And so did Blonde Bombshell, they crashed in enemy territory as well. All KIA. We did see a couple of them go down. So let's have a look at the office. So the bomb information file should say now that Mallas Theory has flown 8 mission with 16 kills. Absolutely fantastic. We'll have to see who got those kills right now. So that's number 7, number 8. So bomber estimate totally destroyed, and it was shot down by KK, Jones, and K. So that is, who is K? Is that K again? Nazgul. There we go. So the top turret gunner got 3 kills. I most certainly got one of them. And Jones. Oh, which one's Jones again? I'm trying to remember who all these people are. I can't bloody remember. Big shaft is now mechanical status A. Who's Jones? Bull turret. Oh, right, there we go. So the bull turret gunner got a kill as well, of which I didn't actually get him that kill, so that is quite good. And big shaft is the same as before. They're now lagging 1 mission behind. We'll also have a quick look at the medical file, see when people are coming back to the bombers, because they need to come back. Who is Yoda? Don't really want him to return to the aircraft. We're going to assign him to ground duties. He did missions with Yankee Eagle, so he will go back to one of the other planes. I forget that I'm actually looking after more than one aircraft. So Conifer will be back on, again, the 6th of February. Tommy Shovelhands Wells will be back on the 2nd of February. Barry Watches Button Buttocks with a medium wound, who has done a fair few missions now in his logbook. He will return on the 5th of February. So we're getting a lot of the crew back at reasonably the same time. So that was a bit of a harder mission, considering... oh, God. Oh, we've actually had a mission performance issue with losses. I think we took quite a lot of losses in the last few missions. So you might have to start looking after the AI crew a little bit more as well. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this mission, and I will see you in the next one.